Good afternoon, kings and queens, gentlemen and ladies. This is Refined Rose back with another video. Let's not forget we need to be our family members, friends, and sometimes strangers, therapists, or psychiatrists, where we're not prescribing any medication, but we're giving them a listening ear as medication. Thought I saw some movement upstairs. So I had a friend call me and he wanted to talk about his day at his job, and I let him vent for about 20 minutes. He's a driver for different psychiatric wards. So he's been going to pick up this one particular patient at the psychiatric ward, and the last 2 days he's been smelling of a foul odor to the point where it's nauseating and gagging. And his mask that you get at the hospital that you put over your face for protection, it's not strong enough. Even with spraying it with a minty oil, it's still not strong enough to keep that smell from going down his throat and inside his nose. So today is the third day of dealing with that smell. So he asked a staff member, why is Mr. Such and Such smelling so bad like this? They say, well, Mr. Such and Such took a bowel movement on the floor and picked up the bowel movement and has been carrying the bowel movement around in his jacket pockets. So that's why you smell such and such. So he's been having to deal with this particular patient that decided to have a bowel movement on the floor and to pick it up and put it inside his pockets. There is this one other patient that he picks up and take her to different places. Like if she has to have therapy, I guess physical therapy, he'll take her there, pick up from physical therapy or whatever, and may take her back to the ward. So she comes out again with her car seat, and there's no baby in the car seat. And this particular day, she doesn't have on any socks and shoes. And she gets inside the van to be transported to physical therapy. And mind you, she doesn't have on any socks and shoes. So this particular patient decided she wanted to talk, to explain how she ended up in the mental institution and why the reason why she has this car seat with no baby in there. She says she takes medication for schizophrenia, but if she do methamphetamines, she doesn't take the medication. But if she do cocaine, she would take her medication. And not only does she have schizophrenia, she said she was also diagnosed with bipolar, depression, and a lot of other mental disabilities. So she said that one particular time, stop, yeah, he wants to get in my face. I have my facial scrub on my face. I make my own facial scrub. It's lemon, coffee grinds, raw honey, and olive oil, and I put it on my face and I scrub the first and second layer off my skin to help my collagen to start producing better, and it clears up the skin. The skin looks so pretty and supple once I get done with it. And he's smelling it. So Pun is smelling it. So back to my story. So she told my friend, who's the driver, that she ended up in the psych ward because she does a lot of methamphetamines, and she was up for 5 days straight. And she started seeing words in the air. The words was saying her significant other was gonna burn the house down and kill her and the kids. So she destroyed the house and took the car seat out and left the kids inside the property, thinking that she was saving the kids. So when they picked her up, when the neighbors called the police department, she was walking down the street with this car seat, talking to herself, saying, he's not going to get me and my babies today. No, he's not. He's not getting us today. And so when they stopped her, they took her to the psychiatric ward with the car seat. And she's been having this car seat since day one. And so in there with her treatments, they just let her have her car seat because maybe it's a common agent for her to have that car seat. So being on drugs and having mental disabilities, that's not good. That's not good for the body. And you're complicating it. We have that medication that some of us are on for our mental disabilities, and you mix that with drugs and alcohol, that can cause a whole lot of side effects and land us in the mental institution. There's somebody that I was talking to that stopped me when I was walking my dog, and he works in an apartment complex. He's saying how the people he worked with on the maintenance staff, because he's a new supervisor, and they were friends with the old supervisor, and he's trying to get the community back on track where it's supposed to be, getting the work orders completed correctly, finished on time. And so he's staying on the people under him, and he's holding himself to a higher standard too. Let's get these units fixed and whipped back into shape. Well, these people in the apartment unit, the other workers that are in maintenance, they became lazy and stagnant. Some of them live on property, and they decided they're going to take the cart. Instead of fixing these work orders and these units for these paying tenants, they will go home, and the cart would sit in front of the house, like the office staff, office management, or maintenance, the head person in maintenance, don't know that they're sitting at home. Well, it's kind of hard to say something to these individuals, especially in today's society where they can just go quit and go get another job just like that, because most businesses are understaffed and they need help, immediate help. So if you're already a lazy person and you don't give a damn about your job, the way society is now, this is the perfect environment for lazy individuals to continue to be lazy, because if you tell them to do something, they can always quit and go get another job. So you will take any little bit of help that they can provide, because it's less you have to do on that job. So, kings and queens, gentlemen and ladies, let's be a listening ear for these people in society that are going through things. Because we never know when we may need somebody to listen to us in our situations. Because paying for therapists is quite expensive. I looked into a therapist just so I can have somebody to talk to, a very good therapist. She was $250. This was like 5 years ago. And she had very high ratings. Well, I don't have $250 to give away to a therapist when I can just come to my Love and Light family and speak to you all on YouTube. Or I can go talk to my Love and Light family outside of YouTube, and they can be my listening ear. Again, this is just a quick video. Let's remember to listen to our friends, not always and for us not to always be the ones that want to talk and not let the other person talk, and we control the conversation with our problems or our experiences or our concerns, and they're sitting there holding the phone. And they need to get their experiences or their concerns off their chest too, just like we just did. So let's continue to be love and light for each other. And if you made it to the end of this video, that's good. That's great. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. If you like my content, please don't hesitate to subscribe. This is it. Bye for now.